single person is connected one to the other. That's like us, connected. We're inextricable. 8 by 8 feet in scale. Brother Beauvais sent me a bunch of information about Knoxville and about the history circulating around within the black community and just the community as a whole, and talking about its musical traditions and the different things that have taken place here. I believe there was a riot here in 1919 and different things that I was sifting through and trying to formulate an idea that I would develop. And one of the streets that stood out was Vine Street, which I noted that was one of the meccas of the black community. It was along that street, and it had theaters and stores and spaces where they would meet and greet, and they would have opportunities for fellowship and breaking bread and all those things that are very keen to the African American community all across this nation. Vine Street was that space here in Knoxville. And so what I did was I made this kind of play on looking back, but I also made this play on looking forward. As you look at the image over to the top right-hand side, you see the street sign that says Vine Street, but right below the street sign at that corner, which is signifying by the idea of crossroads, a symbol of a space where we make decisions. I have those musicians playing there atop the record player, that the guy who's the DJ who's mixing and scratching, taking those old sounds and recycling them and making new music with them. And then even down on the album, underneath in the crate, underneath the turntables, you see the album cover from a group called Ohio Players, and the name of the album is called Honey. I put that there because of the medicinal purposes of honey. It's one of those nature's wonder drugs that works on healing so many different ailments and things in which we deal with in our bodies. And then across the image, you see right at the bottom, the arcing of the bottom, you see like a globe. And I show you the transatlantic slavery as I show you the figures that are embedded across the bottom right-hand side of the compositional space, so alluding to that system. As you see also Africa underneath the back of the black woman's heel on the right side of the composition, leading across behind the man's feet. You see North America and South America, and you see in his hand a handkerchief. And I told you that was a symbol of the Holy Spirit. It also alludes to a bird, and if you look very closely, you'll see an eye and a beak on there. No, we gotta erase ourselves out of that thing and just do the work, and love and enjoy the beauty and the power and the brilliance of this planet and the people all around this world. Just got so much to offer, and we have so much to offer to each other, and we can't create these superficial boundaries in these things. And so that's been, I would say, the biggest obstacle has been myself. And I think I've conquered that. Not to say I don't hear those voices still. And it's been hard. It's been hog heaven, And I'm hoping I'm depositing, something that's positive for the students that I'm encountering. And I just love this whole idea of the community and the communal share. And I know how important it was for me when I encountered other artists that came to my institution, and I had the opportunity to sit down and talk with them and see their work, see their craft, see their work ethic. Let yourself go. Make it. Do it. Don't be afraid. Jump out there. And that's what I had to learn as an artist, to get past that fear. But I also had to get past my own insecurities, not thinking I'm good enough, not thinking I'm smart enough, not thinking, all this kind of negativity that speaks in your head and messes with you. Like when you apply for some kind of job or you apply for some kind of commission, and then you start second guessing yourself, doubting yourself, and thinking that other people are better than you and all this. No, I got all that stuff has been erased out of me. The second piece that I created here was called We Carry Generations. It's a 2-color lithograph that we created right here in the studio. For me, it was like going back in time. It was like growing up in my house, and if we had to flip and play around with these characters inside the composition, you would know that the 2 characters stand in the doorway, which also symbolizes a threshold, a place of change, a place of transition. I have that represents me and my sister, because my mom, what she would do, as my dad would play music in the study, me and my sister would basically be egged on by my mom, and we have almost like dance competitions in the living room. I remember those days, just dancing, tearing up that hardwood floor inside the house. My mom said, "Oh, baby, get it, Steve. Get it, Lisa. Come on, go ahead. You can do it." Oh, and we just danced hard and hard, sweat dripping off our bodies. Oh, it was so much fun. I know I'm probably bringing some memories for other people out there, but that's what it was like in our household. So much joy. And we carry that joy. We carry those memories. And we try to make new memories. We try to create new spaces. My first love in terms of art is drawing. I simply love the way in which I feel the vibration of the pencil upon the page. And that's the power of this space. You know, it's the power of the artist space, the artist studio. It's the cathartic nature of making, you know. The fact that you had nothing in front of you and you made it. You did it. You know, no one else did it. You made it. You know, that's power. Looking in the mirror, saying that, no, I'm good enough. I have something to offer this world. I have a purpose in my life. And I have to do the best and be the best me I can be, and take that idea of competition about being better than somebody else. I don't even think about that mess. That's a bunch of stuff, because there's so much competition built into our landscape that we're always competing. We're always trying to be better. We're trying to be the best, and it's nationalism. You know, it's just how we are. Or we're better than this country and that country. That's bull. It's bull. But as a human being, and that their artwork has a meaning within this world. And they have something to pass on. And that has importance. And that's what you should be working for. Working to that light that's in you. It's community based. And many times when you're creating prints and you're creating editions, you need a community. You know, it's difficult for some stuff to do by yourself. Like that big print I came here to do, that's not a one-person gig. That's like 3 or 4 people to pull that off. You know, a lithograph, one person can pull it off, but it's so much better when you got 3 or 2. That we all can experience the second line together while we're alive. Y'all need to get up. It's time to dance. Oh, come on, Bove. Come on, Quincy. Where you at up here? Hey, come on, do what you want to, folks. Come on. We're in a pandemic, but that don't mean you can't dance. Come on. Hey, come on. We got to do this while we're alive, folks. Hey, come on. I'm not dead. I'm alive. Y'all need to stop. Peace be with you.